had to do one last one. Um, it was an important one, but I forgot it. It's important to everybody. I mean, I gotta pull it up. But I think all this stuff need to be repealed. It's not protecting nobody. But this wasn't what I was talking about, but let me see what they're talking about right quick.
Hello guys and welcome to Trace Tainment. If you're new to the channel, do not forget to click the subscribe button so you don't miss none of the videos that I post.
I mean, a lot of these YouTubers, the titles are exaggerate or whatever you want to call it, exuberant.
In today's video, some things that were happening in the past is no longer happening today, and I can see why, because times have changed, and as you guys know, we don't want things that have happened in the past to happen again. But guys, check this clip out.
Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin is appealing a federal judge's ruling that ordered the Commonwealth to reinstate more than 1,600 alleged non-citizens.
Oh, yeah, okay. I seen that already. They're going to appeal. These people is self-admitted. I think I already said so about that they weren't citizens and they whatever. But this one is here.
On over to my link down in the description and using code LibertyDollar to get $50 off your individual.
First off, before I even let it play, if he's getting charged and former Fed, sounds like he probably knows some stuff, and that's why he's doing all this, like movie type stuff, homesteading, getting off the grid, putting together his own weapons without that his people can't trace, because he know all this. He woke up, I would say. I don't know, but either way, he was arrested.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is an interesting story that I haven't seen much about in the news cycles, seemingly only reported in a press release from the New York District Attorney Melinda Katz and the local Long Island News. But I suppose it's easy to see why it would be buried, because it involves a former FBI agent with a Chinese passport, 242 criminal charges, and a pile of illegal guns. 53-year-old Scott Chiang is an EMT, head of the Regional Emergency Medical Services Council of New York, and a former FBI agent. He does not have a license to possess or own firearms in New York City, despite working for their field division for nearly 2 years in 2004 and 2005. He worked for the FBI for a total of 3 years, though before that he did chemical engineering, project management, and marketing. Afterwards, he did security for the Olympics, was a managing director for a company partnering with China, before switching over to the health field in 2012. Maybe he let...
Well, I was wrong. I was thinking he's American. It sounds like he might be a spizai, communist. But at the same time, maybe not, because he probably heard from his people, his parents and grandparents. He's 53, a couple of years older than me. So he probably heard about the real China. So he might be like, nah, y'all trying to turn America into China.
His license lapse in that time, but we don't really know. Now, according to the complaint, the district attorney's crime strategies and intelligence bureau conducted a 13-week investigation into Chiang and his online purchases of polymer unserialized parts. We don't know what sparked the investigation, but we know that it culminated in the DA putting together a package with Glock parts inside and had the post office deliver it directly to Chiang on October 10th. Then the cops swooped in with their search warrant and tore apart his home and a storage unit. As a result, he faces up to 25 years in prison for first, second, third, and fourth degree criminal possession of a weapon, third degree criminal sale of a firearm, criminal possession of a firearm, make, transport, dispose, deface weapons and dangerous instruments, unlawful possession of a pistol or revolver ammunition, and lack of a certificate of registration.
See, all that shit needs to be done away with. See, everybody playing the NRA, all that. Nobody should be playing this game. You need to vote out all these communists. Shall not be in friend. I don't want to hear games. Joe Biden, remember the jokes. What type of deer you hunting? You need this and no more Democrat trying to sound black. Seriously, sound like a black woman. What you need that big old gun for? What the deer coming after you or something? No. There's no. That's not intelligent. That's not what the Constitution say. Bottom line is no debate. And that's it's finna I'm finna get involved real big in all this shit. It's no debate. There's no debate. It's like, well, what about and then you like here you see the stupid as usual stupid people. Yeah, no permits, period. Illegal. Yeah, that is, and everybody, the idiots talking about, their favorite one is, well, what about, a convicted felon? They can't have guns and yada yada yada. It's like no. They did their time. Your argument is with if they get out and reoffend and somebody seriously gets fucked up, that's on the judge who gave them a lenient. And just like this, yeah, it's like no. Okay, first of all, if they're that crazy that they can't have a firearm, why are they free in the first place? To live with people, to visit their own people. You see people. We still see stories recently, this week, last week that just passed. People still killing their family, knives, cars. You can run over all types of shit. If they that crazy, so no, it's like no, this is bullshit. This has nothing to do with protecting people. All that shit needs to be repealed, done away with, registration, and then any of it. I mean, if you want to fuck up your life and go to prison for the rest of it or get capital punishment, that's on you. Most people ain't gonna do it. Guarantee the crime rate, everything will drop.
And endangering the welfare of a child. The list of seized items is pretty extensive. But before I tell you what they found, this video is brought to you with the help of the attorneys on retainer. These guys are the people that you want in your corner if you ever lose and even bail bonds. So literally, they are ghost guns, a SIG P226, an MP5 assault weapon. So the list of seized firearms.
And then they come up with these terms to scare people. There's no such thing as a ghost gun, and they try. Well, it's we can't track the ballistics. It's like, well, why are you getting shot up in a drive-by or something? Because most people not getting shot. The only people, there's only certain crowds in certain cities, Democrat cities, getting shot up. Now, other like crimes of passion, husband or wife shooting their lover or whatever. But those are rare, compared to the black on black and all that shit. So all this ghost ain't no such thing. Is like no, you ain't got this unconstitutional. All this, the feds, all the ATF needs to be disbanded. The whole thing, just get rid of it.
Those 5 Glocks the state is calling ghost guns, a SIG P226, an MP5 assault weapon, a Remington hunting rifle, 8 unserialized lowers, including a couple from Polymer 80, 19 high-capacity mags, a Glock upper, 2 suppressors, 1,000 rounds of ammo, which honestly isn't that much, a jig kit, and some gunsmithing tools on top of the US and Chinese passports. Those were just the items at his house. At the storage unit, they also seized another 4 so-called assault weapons, fully loaded, most of them AR style, a 5th that was also unserialized, 2 more ghost gun Glocks, 3 12-gauge shotguns, 10 more unserialized lowers, all AR style, a 3rd suppressor, another 127 standard capacity mags, which is honestly pretty impressive. Another 900 rounds of ammo, which again isn't much considering how many guns and mags this guy had, and a receipt for an upper sent to Chiang's P.O. box. Every gun, both in the storage unit and at home, were loaded, which adds the extra no-no points to the case. Basically, everything in his possession was illegal in New York, or otherwise illegal for him to own in New York without the required permission slip from the Crown, but would have been legal elsewhere minus the NFA items. I have mixed feelings here. On the one hand, Chiang's lawyer says Mr. Chiang is yet another law-abiding citizen caught up in the unending web of New York's unclear, confusing, and unconstitutional firearms regulations. Unquestionably, Mr. Chiang is a former FBI agent, paramedic, and executive director of a not-for-profit with no prior criminal history. The allegations against Mr. Chiang are simply that he possessed items which, while illegal in New York, are legal in the overwhelming majority of states. The undisputed evidence is that Mr. Chiang was a hobbyist who never used any weapons in any dangerous or illegal way. Obviously, I am inclined to agree. Again, minus...
You see, yeah, there's no such thing as an illegal gun. That's what we're selling you commies. That if you were, is they well, no. Remember they use this stupid argument. You know, the women would, if some female Democrat, oh no, we're gonna have drunk people in the bar fighting with each other, shooting each other. Shit like that, you know. It's like, no, you're not. Hold on, let me end this.